We are often told that countries should export more than they import, should strive after a favorable balance of trade in order to be prosperous. But what if this isn't exactly true? According to the social credit analysis of Major C.H. Douglas, not to be confused with Chinese social credit, countries that export more than they import are actually suffering a net loss of real wealth. They are poorer in physical terms than they were before they began to trade. How can physical impoverishment yield financial prosperity? And why do countries compete so viciously internationally for export markets? The answer lies in the dishonest and dysfunctional financial system which governs our economic activities. You see, under existing banking and cost accountancy conventions, we are never automatically paid sufficient income to buy back in full whatever we produce. This means that each country is laboring under a chronic lack of consumer buying power in its domestic economy. One way of addressing the imbalance is to export more than you import. Doing so allows a country to get rid of some of its surplus production for which no income has been distributed domestically, while simultaneously importing additional consumer buying power in the form of the wages and profits of the exporting companies. The gap between prices and incomes is thereby closed in two directions. Markets can be cleared and production costs met. Equilibrium can be achieved. But the prosperity associated with a favorable balance of trade is a purely financially grounded rather than reality-based phenomenon. If we follow its logic, the most favorable balance of trade possible, and hence the greatest prosperity possible, would involve a country exporting all of its production and importing nothing in return. The exporting giant would then have lots and lots of money, but no real goods and services to spend it on, and the real economy would collapse as the citizens starved. This thought experiment, by taking the favorable balance of trade policy to its logical conclusion, is just one way of demonstrating the extreme dishonesty and irrationality of our existing financial system. The current system, by rewarding things that actually involve physical loss or inefficiency, such as favorable trade balances, often commends what is physically evil as being financially good. Seeking favorable trade balances is also a zero-sum game. Not all countries can export more than they import. For every winner, there must be a loser. This pits countries against each other in a life or death struggle for economic survival and social stability. And this unnatural competition thus serves as the prime factor behind international friction and war. But there is a better way of filling the gap that doesn't involve giving away your surplus production in return for mere money tokens. It is the Douglas social credit way.